Hello and welcome back to GoodKnit Kisses. I'm your host Kristen, and my friends at allfreeknitting.com and I would like to present you with how to make an ear flap. Okay, well, you successfully completed your ear flap without the I-cord. You have got, I've got one on this other side that I had just cut the tail on. You've got an opportunity now to just start your hat. What you could do is work all the way around. Like right now, I like to finish out this row because on my ear flap before, I always want to get back to the left. So I'm going to show you. I've got this tail ending on the left, so I want to have the same amount of rows on here. So we're going to go ahead and do one more row. Okay. And on this particular style, I want to have a fashion of going to the right because that's how I usually wrap my stitches, but sometimes I change. But anyway, so now I'm on the left, and I'm on the left for the other one, so I know my rows are even. So now that you've come to the end of this row here, what I want to do is join up my ear flaps on the other side. This side is coming from the left. So tuck that tail back in and go ahead and mark this with a stitch marker, or change out the peg color. I can see this really easy. You might try one from a different loom if you're marking for the decreases, if you've used my technique before. Excuse me. But now I'm going to start adding on an E-wrap all the way around. Now you'll notice that you have two pegs here that'll be wrapped, and then you're going to have one peg in between where the hat joins. Go ahead and wrap these all the way around. Okay, so now you've got these wrapped around. Go ahead and knit over, and then you'll have one stitch left everywhere, and this will remain as one stitch, and then continue your pattern as usual. So if you want to have a purl all the way around next and do an E-wrap around and continue in the garter, you could do that, or you can start your next stitch. So the first row will be just getting the ears on. That's really all you do. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, because what I did is I've got 3 rows. If you're counting, if you're just kind of pausing and trying to figure out how I'm getting these on here, I've got too many stitches up front. I'm actually, when I put this on, I should have moved over to the left one more. So in the front, going back to my starter peg, you'll notice, let me take these off so you can see it. You'll notice that I only have 3, 1, 2, 3. So I actually need to not frog it, but move these over one. One thing you can do, and this is just an added little technique on here, one thing you can do is pick this one up and then hold it, and then pick this one up. It's hard to do this with the camera here. Pick this one up and then move it over. And then you do the same thing. You're going to pick this up and move that over. And I'm going to just put this back on here for a second. Sometimes you just have to put down what you're doing and do something for else for a minute. So, and then I'm going to, now that I've got a better grip of it, I'm going to pull it off, and then I can move this over and continue down the line. So that's one way to kind of move it over if you put it in the wrong spot. I'll continue that in a minute. So thank you again for joining us at GoodKnit Kisses and allfreeknitting.com. And if you have any questions, please subscribe to either channel if you're watching on allfreeknitting.com. But if you have questions, feel free to come over to GoodKnit Kisses YouTube channel, because I can answer your questions there. I won't be able to see your video. I won't be able to see your questions on the video at All Free Knitting. So be sure and check me out on my channel just to if you need ask questions or anything like that. So for more tips and tutorials, go to allfreeknitting.com. Thanks again for joining us at GoodKnit Kisses and my friends at allfreeknitting.com. Happy looming!